Welcome to Perfect Power, where we are addressing three global issues in electricity delivery: reliability, energy efficiency, and sustainability. First, let's discuss reliability. Here's an example of a radial distribution system. Notice that there is only one path for the electricity to flow from the substation source to each building. If there is a disturbance, then a breaker trips in the substation, and all of the buildings along the distribution line are disconnected from the source, leaving everyone in the dark. With Perfect Power, we have created loops. Now there are two paths from the substation to each building. Each loop has several fully automated switches. If there is a disturbance in the loop, then it can be isolated automatically by the switches, while still providing power to all the buildings. But how can Perfect Power improve energy efficiency? By optimizing our energy usage, we can reduce our use of less efficient equipment and save money at the same time. The Perfect Power system allows IIT to respond to real-time pricing and electricity demand through the individual building controllers and the microgrid master controller. The building controllers manage building functions such as lighting, heating, and air conditioning. All of the building controllers are connected to the master controller, allowing constant communication inside the campus and outside with the ISO and utility for real-time pricing. This system coordinates how much electricity is needed and what processes can be deferred or curtailed to reduce our peak load, saving IIT money and achieving our efficiency goals. Finally, to address sustainability, the Perfect Power system is integrating distributed and renewable energy sources, namely on-campus wind and solar, as well as IIT's 8-megawatt low-carbon emissions natural gas power plant. These on-campus generation options also give IIT the ability to completely disconnect from the utility, and for a short period of time, run as a self-supported microgrid. This is especially helpful in the case of an emergency or major utility disturbance. Now, we'll show you how Perfect Power has been implemented on IIT's main campus. IIT's main campus in Chicago is home to the world's first Perfect Power system. Perfect Power consists of several loops, which provide a high reliability distribution system for the university's electricity demands. The first loop of the system, completed in 2010, consists of 5 buildings connected to IIT's North Substation. Siegel Hall is at the midpoint of the first loop. Directly behind Siegel Hall is one of 3 S&C Electric Vista switches. These switches communicate with each other to detect faults in the distribution circuits. If there is a fault, they provide intelligent rerouting of power to keep IIT's buildings up and running while isolating the fault for service and repair. A second switch is located behind Wishnick Hall. Cabling for the Perfect Power loop, shown in orange, runs underground, so as not to visually detract from the parks and open fields on campus. The loop runs below Herman Hall, connecting a third Vista switch. The north side Perfect Power loops begin and terminate at IIT's North Substation. The North Substation distributes power from the local utility to half of the campus. The next installation integrates the buildings along the red loop with several Vista switches, followed by the brown loop and its Vista switches. IIT will then incorporate the remaining loops into the Perfect Power system. This outage simulation will demonstrate Perfect Power in action. With the original radial system, typically found in your neighborhood, if a fault occurs, either a breaker trips or a fuse blows, and the entire radial system loses power, in a blackout that could last for hours. With the new Perfect Power high reliability distribution system, shown in orange, if a fault occurs, everything linked to Perfect Power remains operational, and the fault is easily isolated in 1/10 of a second.